Okay, guys, if you're just joining us, welcome back to the Tony Robles Predator Pro-Am Tour. We're coming to you live from Q Bar Billiards in Bayside, Queens, New York. I'm Upstate Al, and I'm sitting in the booth alongside Devil Dave, who's going to join us in a second. But I just want to let you know, we're going to watch these two players right here, Luis Jimenez and Meshak Daniels play. They're both B players. It's an even race to 7. We just want to run through some of our sponsors, of course. The Q Bar for having us here. AZ Billiards, Kings of Vapor, the Tap League, Simonis, Lucasi Q's. Of course, we want to thank the Predator. Predator Q's, sponsored Tony for many years and supporting this tour. Gotham City Technologies, Ron Mason's the owner and founder. And of course, Delta 13, NYCGrind.com for jumping on board with AZBTV, Coproduction here. Also their sponsor of Tony's tour, Master Chalk, Poisoned by Predator, Billiards Digest. Tony's running a bunch of leagues, folks, 8-ball through 9-ball NAPL. You can go to playnapl.com. For 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, we have to mention Heroes Hearts. Heroes Hearts Foundation, it's a non-profit organization put together by Jared Clowery, one of the Boston bombing victims up in the Boston Marathon, the time the Boston Marathon was going on. And we just want to remind you, the Ginky Memorial's coming up at Steinway May 24th through the 26th. Get your entries in. As far as I understand, it's filling up quick. Okay, and keep an eye on this poster. You're going to see this circulating throughout social media. And of course, once again, and I'm doing this on our own here, because that's the way we roll at AZBTV. The All-Star Invitational, Shane Van Boning, Thorsten Holman, Darren Appleton, and Dennis Acolo moving into Sandcastles. Check out AccuStats.com. That's Accu-Stats.com. We're going to go right back to the live action as both players are getting ready to go. And away we're going to go. Game 1 in this race to 7. I'm going to leave you in the hands of the devil himself, Devil Dave, just for a minute as I have some work to do, and I'll get right back to you.
Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the opening break. Okay, made a ball. And he can see the full one. All right, I look for him to play a good safety here. That's thin one, that's it. Well hidden behind the 7. Devil Dave is going to tell you what these fellas should be doing, usually if they're in dead stroke, before they shoot the ball. Now he played a good safety. Might have a kick under that 7. We'll see in a second.
Table 11, Chad Bowley.
By the way, I'm David Devil Dave Ascalise, playing championship 9-ball for the past only 50 or 60 years. So I will try and call most of the shots before they happen for you. That's a good hit. And he has the full ball. Now I played this. No, that's not the fellow I played earlier. Okay. All right, but these two fellows, they play pretty good. I think they're at a B level. Yes, Mr. Rick, I will try, sir. Usually Devil Dave can call it before they shoot, but sometimes with B players it's a little hard, so I'll just do the best I can. I'll be telling you what they should be doing, and what they do is two different things. I think he's calling a 9 or playing a 1. Okay. At this level, sometimes it's a little difficult. The pros are so much easier because you know exactly what they're going to do. Okay. Now he'll just try and make this 2. And hopefully he'll hit it well. Nicely done. I like the yike come off that rail towards the 5. Hit it a little hard. Like I said, these are not pros, so bear with them if they get a little bit out of line. He still has a shot here. Now he can cut it in the corner. I like coming off that back rail for the 6 in the side like this. Nicely done. Now he needs just to keep a level cue off this bottom rail, back up for the 7. You don't want to overhit this for you young aspiring players, because you overhit this, you wind up on that back bottom rail with no shot. Oh, okay, played it in the corner. See, I didn't agree with that, but that's all right. These are B players, so bear with us. If he cut that in the side, it would have been much better, but that's fine. Okay, we're having quite a few opportunities here, ladies and gentlemen, so just, like I said, bear with us. Now this should be made, 3 rails around, which is nice. Got to watch out for the 8. Okay, set it up pretty good. Now I look for him to make this and just either go forward or draw off the bottom rail. There's always 2 choices usually. You can come back off the bottom rail like that, or he could have went forward. Now, he needs to be careful. He's straight here because you don't want to miss the shot. This is tricky now. Drew it all the way to the bottom rail. Nicely done. Very nice stroke. And has about a 60%er. He'll make this in that corner. It's a hard shot. Very nicely done. Nicely done. All right, that was Misha. I believe it's 1-0 here. 1 second. As soon as our secretary comes back, she'll update the score. I'll keep you verbally. 1-0 Misha. Nice break. Hit him pretty hard. And made a ball. And does have a shot. Okay, shot it a little bit fast. But these players sometimes do play a little fast, and that's fine, because whatever you're comfortable with. Now I see a good safety here. I like to just stick there. Okay, see, just stick there. Make sure you hit that 3 a little bit harder, but he left him a little window, which is okay. Yeah, I like him to cut this in.
Table 13, Dennis Lake and Mark Perella, 13. James Stevens and Eric Files on table 12.
Okay,
Even
got a little
Eric
lucky
Files
on the roll
12.
there, and that happens. Got a little
We got
fortunate.
Chad Bowley and Jack Smith on 11. Rafael DeBreo, Jerry Terratolo on 14.
All right, looks like he'll try and go off that rail to make the 3, I believe so. That is the way to shoot this ball. That's what he should be doing. All right, missed it. We have ball in hand.
Table 2, Tom Romano, Robert Scarmano. Scarmazzino, table 2. Rodney at 217. Tom Romano at table 2.
All right, hit it a little full. A little full. Now the other fella has a pretty nice opportunity.
Table 3.
This is just a left-hand spin
Devil
coming
Dave
back
on
off
table
the
3.
opposite rail.
Keith Adamick and Devil Dave on 3.
Would you get Alley's outside Yeah, would
Keith Adamick, Devil Dave 3.
All right, would you get him and tell him I got to play, please?
Devil Dave, you get 2 games in a wire, race to 7.
All right, excuse me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. They're just calling my match, so I'm going to have to go in and play. So excuse me 1 second. Yes, I'm still in it, playing pretty well, and we'll see what happens.
13.
Okay, thank you.
Keith Adamick on 3.
Okay, Double Dave has to get out there and get a match. And I believe it's 1-0 Meshak. So let me update that score. Get you guys updated.
Devil Dave, you 2 games in a wire, race to 7.
Okay, so now we're tied at 1 apiece. It's a 2-0. Okay, Waka says it's 2-0. Let me. Oh, he says 2 strikes. You're out. 2 outs. Okay, so that's. I guess they're keeping score on the table with the coins. And that 1 coin hasn't been moved yet. But I guess it is going to be moved. Okay. Score's right. 1 apiece. And this is Lewis up the break. Has the 9 ball, the 2 ball, every ball's finding a hole. The 6 ball dipped down. Shot on the 1, the 9 ball will come up. In this tournament here, if both players elect to rack their own, the 9 ball does not count. If your opponent racks for you, the 9 ball does count.
It's not a choice. You have to.
Oh, it's not a choice. Okay, I've been corrected. It's not a choice. You have to rack your own, so the 9 does not count at all. Okay. He had a shot on the 1, but there was really no reward of playing the 1, so he elected to play it safe. Played a good safe, too. He cut off the angle of, going to the left side of the table on the monitor, but the right side is a fairly easy kick. Cliffhanger towards the side pocket. Boy, Jerry Tarantola in the match prior to this one. Jerry T, unfortunately, made a couple of good shots and wound up scratching in the corner. That's what turned that match around for Jerry Tarantola. But in any case, Lewis plays pretty good position on the 3 ball. For the corner pocket. Got to get back up for the 5s. Draw out, and there's a side pocket where Jerry T scratched twice, and Lewis almost scratched in the same pocket. Overran this just a little bit. Okay, so Lewis not looking back at all. Now leads this match 2-1.
Eddie Colby and Marco on 18 even. Brian Hunter to table 7. Brian Hunter and Kirill on table 7. Kirill, you get 1 given a wire, raise to 7. Brian Hunter, table 7. Brian Hunter.
I don't know, for Lewis, that wing ball keeps going in that bottom left-hand corner.
Eddie Colby, Marco on 18
He's got a shot on the 1. Now, if he wants to get aggressive here, he can actually bank this 1 ball back to the corner, and he can hold position for the 2. If he wants to get aggressive. Wow, talk about aggressive. How about cutting a 1 in? Now you're left with this. How do you get on a 3 from here? You don't. He's going around the table to play it safe. I'll tell you what, I like the way Lewis is playing. As Meshak overruns his position on the 3. He's got a shot, though. If you can see this, the upper side of this 3, he might be able to make it. Actually, he could have. He undercut it. Look at this position. This is not an easy position shot. You got to hit this 7 ball pretty good and hope that you don't spit the 7 back out of the corner or jam the pocket just like that. Okay, so Meshak puts another bead on his side of the scoreboard. We're now tied at 2 apiece. I'd like to give a big shout out to some of Tony Robles' sponsors: Delta, Poison by Predator, Master Chalk, Billiards Digest, and many more. You got to go to PredatorProAmTour.com. Check out some more of Tony's sponsors. Of course, you know what? There is another sponsor, and it's a large sponsor, Ozone Billiards. Ozone Billiards is also on Tony Robles' sponsor list, and I'm going to have to get their logo that was shipped from Ozone Marketing directed to myself, and I, for some reason, didn't upload it, but I will. Feather cut. Watch the cue ball is going to bump the 9 here. I believe you have to call the 9. Okay, Ozone Billiards is on board with Mr. Tony Robles. Check, 1, 2. Okay, we got the audio together. I'm just trying to get the sponsors in there. Jameson, have a great time at the beach. Enjoy yourself. Put your feet up. And build yourself one of those sand hammocks. I mean, the sand hassock. Keep your legs up. Get some rest, because you will be on the road in a couple of weeks, sir. Thanks for stopping in. As we're watching Meshak go for the jump over the 8. Oh, and he plays the jump perfect. Fires the 3 ball and a jump shot right into the corner pocket and has shape on the 4. We're tied at 2 apiece. Now, I repeated myself numerous times on this, where you have a player making a great shot. A lot of times you'll have a player make a great shot like that and not settle down on the following ball in rotation and miss it just like that, hanging the 4 ball up in the corner. But fortunate for Meshak, Lewis, I don't think, has direct sight for the 4. And he can probably go rail first, but the 4 ball is so far in the shelf. And even if he hits it, he's definitely got to get between the 7 and the 6 for position on the 5 into that same corner pocket. So there's nothing easy about this. Hits it well. He's got to get between the 7 and the 6 so he can shoot the 5 in the same pocket. He's going to overrun it just by a tad. Boy, did he hit that good. Just the speed got him. Wait, ball in hand. He must have hit it bad. I took my eyes off the screen. I thought he massaged the cue ball around, but right away he gave a ball in hand, so I guess it was a bad hit. So Lewis, I mean, the Meshak coming to the table. I mean, we are tied at 2, and he has a chance to go up 3-2 here. He hits it well once again. Overruns it with the speed. Makeable cut into the corner pocket. You gotta watch the cue ball. Played it with a lot of inside stuff. Man, that cue ball actually went up table. Meshak now leads 3-2. What a great shot. And upstate Al's chicken wings.
State out, right?
Well, somewhere along the line, I'll grab some rub.
Table number 1, Eric Hummel and Brian Tulsi. Eric, you get 2 on 7 on table number 1.
Yes, chicken wings. Exactly. Wow. Attempted the 2-9. And got fortunate leaving the 2 ball as it is right now behind the 5.
On table number 20, Mr. Omar Ali and Jake
Wow, both
Chuan.
players headhunting.
Even up, race
Maybe we can have
7,
Eric.
table number
When are you due out to play, sir? They got the gate open for you and the horses are ready to take off? And we can have Eric sit in here and
For a little while anyway. It seems like it's going to be a little while before I get called. I'm still on the winner's side, so they go a little slower now. They want to fish out the loser's side, you know.
maybe I can eat some of my grub. Good, Eric, take over.
Take over. What are we looking at here? Let's see. It's Meshak and Lewis. I can't see the whole score. Oh, nice shot. So Meshak's up 3-2 right now. Oh, and Lewis is feeling the pressure. And I think the 9 is blocking the hole. So I don't know what he's got in mind here. Let's see. Looks like he's going to call the 9. I think he called the 9. Yeah, he was playing the 9. If Lewis puts this in, then it's Yates hanging right in front of the side.
Table
So
21, Mike Wolke and Tony Iggy. Tony, you get 1 on 7, table 21.
So we're at Bayside Queens in the Q Bar. Very nice room. We have a full field of 64 amateur players. That's the most they'll allow in this event. So we have 32 on the C side and 32 on the A side. It's split up with the players ranked A++ through B+, which is A++, A+, and B+. They all are in the top 32, and the B and below, B all the way down to D, are in the other 32. And the A player doesn't meet the C or B player until the final two on the winner's side. Even on the loser's side, it's broken up so that those brackets stay together for the entire tournament, except for the last 3, 4, or 5 players, whatever it is. And that's a new format that Tony started this year, and I think it's drawing even bigger fields to the tournament. The weaker players now feel they have a good chance of being in the money, because they do. They're guaranteed, some of them are guaranteed to be in the money. And it's really increased the attendance. Overall, I think the ranking system is pretty fair, too. I mean, most people here, I haven't even been paying attention now. Hal's asking me what's going on with the game, and I haven't even been paying attention. It's 3-3? 3-3, I'm told. Al's trying to catch some lunch. Oh, you got good eyes, Al. I can't see that. Al's looking at the coins on the table to tell what the score is. I can't even see the coins. Meshak just takes another one. These are races to 7. And if anybody out there doesn't know, the handicaps are 1 ball per difference in your rating. In a race to 7, unless you have to spot the player more than 2 games, then the races get extended so that the underdog has to win 5. So if you're spotting somebody 3 games, then the race is set to 8. If you're spotting somebody 4 games, the race is extended to 9. This way, the underdog always has to win 5 games. There is one exception to that, and that's when an A++ plays a D. I think some ridiculousness. I think the game's 11 to 7 or 12 to 8, something like that.
And then, like you call it decals, I call it transparent.
I mean, they get 8. But I think certainly the majority of players here believe the spots are pretty fair, and it's a good way to play these tournaments because the fields have just been exploding lately. I mean, we filled up with 64 here, and there were people turned away. Last week we had 76. I understand the Ginky Memorial is almost filled at 192. Almost a month in advance, the people have been signing up. So Meshak is back to the table now. Doesn't really have any big trouble here, except for possibly that 8. I can't see how far away from it is from the side. I don't know if that's an easy shot or a difficult shot. Can't really tell from here. But he might have just made it more difficult than it needs to be. Well, I guess he's got room to hit the cushion after. I don't know. No, you don't know what to guess. Probably got to bank it close side. That's what he tried. And he basically sold out. So Lewis is going to tie it up at 4. There we go, 4-4. Now it's a race to 3. These two players are playing even up. I'm not sure what their handicap level is, but they're playing even up, no spots. And a few people out there in the chat. If you can get to New York City on Memorial Day weekend, 192 players is going to be one hell of a prize fund. And if you're eligible to play in the amateur event, you're certainly invited to come join in. Should be a lot of fun. That's going to be held at Steinway Billiards in Queens, Astoria, Queens, New York. Very, very nice room also.
I'm giving you Adobe.
I'll switch the camera views here. There he's coming back. There we go. That chat thing's too far away for me to read. Makes a very nice shot, kicking in that 2. Came around very nice for the 3. Let's see how he gets on the 4 now. And that looks like oh, he's going to hit the 7. Almost had the beat on that. Almost had the beat on it. Squeaks out. And we're going to have a pause in the action while Meshak takes his break. So let's see, what do we got here? 142, 143 viewers. POV Pool recommends that you pause every 15 or 20 minutes for a refreshment. Never heard that one before. Sounds like a good idea, though. We ought to institute that in all the tournaments. Maybe an alcoholic refreshment.
I can't speak for you, but would you be open? But does he have to? I'll tell him because he's going to come to me for technical information. I just don't want to put your name out there, tell him to call you if there's something you're not interested in. You know what I mean? I don't want to put you in a weird situation that you get from me. Okay, good.
I tell you, I don't know how Al does it, sitting here all day long. Well, actually, he doesn't. He gets up and wanders around now and then. He's eating some lunch now, although it's somewhere in between lunch and dinner, really. But he's a dedicated man, a very dedicated man. Traveling all around, setting this up for the stream so that people can sit at the comfort of their home and watch pool. Well, Meshak came back and promptly missed. So let's see what Lewis can do now. He's going to leave that a very thin cut. I don't know if he can cut that in the side. He's going to tie up the 7 and the 8. That's not too terrible. Put the pressure back on Meshak to come back with a shot. And I think he might have let it out. I can't quite tell. That's close. We'll find out when Lewis shoots. I guess it doesn't go in the other corner, so he's playing it back with, back cutting it. And he's going to bank it instead. No. It's called selling out. That's where he wanted to go. So let's see what he's going to do here. About the only thing he's got is a safe. Let's see. That's not terrible. A lot of distance. No real shot, except for a bank. Good safe. I think he was trying to get behind the 9, but he still didn't do bad. This is makeable, but it isn't easy. Oh, he hit that good. Perfect. Looks like Meshak is going to take a lead.
Park and Abel Barriento. Table 14 moving up, race to 7.
Sitting here at Cue Ball. We got the Genki Memorial coming up. All right, Meshak set to break. A lot of action.
All righty. Thank you, Eric, for sitting in.
My pleasure, Al.
Oh, that felt good. All right, what do we got going on here? 5-4 in favor of Meshak over Luis Jimenez. We're racing to 7. And this is Luis Jimenez up at the table. You know, he shoots pretty good. I like the way he shoots. I like, you know, he doesn't think too much. He doesn't overthink, you know.
This is going to be the next one, whenever you need it. Okay?
Both guys are playing pretty good, Al. I mean, they're not missing too much. They're not making too many mistakes. I mean, you know, they're playing pretty good.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I like, you know, he's a quick shooter, and he the percentage of the shots that I saw, he shoots, in my opinion, the correct shots, you know. So I like the way he's playing that rhythm that he keeps. I don't know, it's because he has the music in his ear, but both players do.
He came up a little short on that, but I don't think it's that much of a problem to cut that ball on the side. I think it's blocked by the 8, yeah. Controlling the cue ball is the biggest problem with this shot. And he hit that fine. He's got a little tester on the 7.
Well, he either is going to draw it out, finesse it out, or he's going to try to go the inside 3. I don't like, because he's going to hit the 8. Oh, never mind the 8. He scratched.
There you go. Earl Strickland loves that inside English shot, but you got to hit it right. I mean,
you got to have the angle, and you got to hit it with the right speed. If you don't have that angle, you know, and let the cue ball at least give the English a time to grab, you know.
When Earl hits that shot, it's a thing of beauty. He just hits that so good every time.
Ball in hand, I'd like to be a little bit closer to this 9 ball. Maybe at a bad angle.
I think he's just happy to have the shot.
There you go. It doesn't matter. Meshak says, hey, I'll take another one. And he now is up on the hill. 6-4 over Luis Jimenez. Folks, if you're just joining us or just signing on to the stream, you're watching Tony Robles Predator Pro-Am Tour. We're coming to you live from Q Bar, Billiards Lounge in Bayside, Queens, New York. What a room this is. Here's a picture that I took yesterday when I first entered the room. And this is only part of the room. Just gorgeous, drop dead gorgeous. Place is beautiful. Beautiful full bar. They got a
good food.
They got a TV screen over there. I don't know. It looks like one of the drive-in movie theaters from years ago against the wall. I guess they put on during the nighttime. It's a sports bar. Good food, yeah. Absolutely.
It's a fun place to hang out. A fun place to hang out, Cuba. A lot of street pool aficionados in here.
Yeah.
A lot of guys in here like to play their straight pool, the regulars.
I saw Tommy Walters in here yesterday. I came in and Tommy was here.
I tell you, Tommy is. I was talking to Tommy recently. He's telling me he's not playing as good as he used to. I mean, he was one hell of a straight pool player. That guy could play straight pool, boy.
I think the last major event besides the 14.1 Worlds that he played in down his time was the Roseland down in Manhattan when he played Ralph Souquet, and Tommy needed like 4 balls or 5 balls, and he had the 4 ball into the side pocket, and he hit it so hard the 4 ball came back out to get out on Ralph Souquet.
Wow.
Yeah, and Ralph Souquet wound up winning that.
Can play.
Oh, yeah.
He could play the game. You know, he used to play with Danny Berruti on a regular basis. Another straight pool fanatic. All right, Let's see. Lewis is going to try to hang on this set. I don't know if that 4-ball goes by the 8.
Yeah, talking about Danny Berruti. I saw Danny Berruti last time he played in the one pocket tournament down at SBE, and Tommy said, well, I guess he's playing a lot of one pocket out on the West Coast since there isn't too much straight pool going on. But Danny was, you can almost bet on Danny if you walked into a pool room that he was playing straight pool, whether it be in the Golden Q or Amsterdam Billiards, no matter where it was.
He loved straight pool.
Yeah.
Probably still, I'm sure he still does love straight pool.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's the place, the Roseland Ballroom. Yeah, it closed. Yep.
And he played all games, but straight pool was his game.
Played the 8, and he wound up with the cue ball going into the 4, holding the 4-ball right there. The 5-ball way up table. I don't know how straight he is.
I think he's got a little angle. He could always draw back and spin it out, but you know, let's see what he does. Yeah, there he goes.
What a stroke.
Oh, look at this. It's going in the drink.
Lifetime membership.
Oh, man.
On table number 12, Andrew Cleary and Chicky Romero. Chicky, you get 1 on 7 on table number 12.
I guess the 6 didn't go by the 9, and he wanted to break it out of there.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do. He got very fortunate there. He didn't sell out. I think Lewis is just happy to have another chance. Although
Yeah, well,
he's not going
Lewis
to be happy with that.
might not get another chance now
He's not
because
gonna be happy with that.
Meshak is on the hill.
Yeah. So Meshak just
Meshak,
has
right?
To, yeah, he just has to compose himself now, take his time, get position on the 6, and
For sure.
that's all she wrote.
For sure.
You know, it's tough. It's tough, this game, you know.
I'm not joshing with you.
No, I know you're
Just
not.
for sure.
I know you're not. It's, uh-oh.
He'll be all right.
He's on the rail.
He's on the rail, but he'll be all right. He can actually go forward with this and shoot the 9 in the other corner, or bump the 9, like that.
There you go. That worked.
Well, Meshak's going to take this down, and he does with the pocket of that 9 ball there. Wins this set 7-4. We're going to be right back with another set. I want to thank Eric for sitting in because I had to recharge. Even though it was chicken wings, it's better than not recharging at all. And we'll be right back, guys, with another match. We're going to set it up.